Hey folks, Ron here. Today I'm going to be showing you the home of one of the homes of Jim Morrison. It's the home that inspired the song Love Street. First I'm going to show you this wall. By the way, this is the famous, sort of infamous Laurel Canyon Country Store. This was the hub, sort of the nexus of the Laurel Canyon hippie scene in the 60s and 70s. I'm just passing along the wall here with all this art and graffiti. Not graffiti, I guess it's all art painted on it. This is the back, kind of the back of the store here. Country store's been used in many movies and documentaries. I'm sure many drug deals have been made here in the past. This is a one-way street, so we're going to be going down here. This was around 1966 when the doors were just getting started. Morrison lived here with Pam Curson, who was also with the night of his death a few years later. And you know, Jim Morrison would watch the girls coming out of and the scene right around the store here. We've got some businesses right next door. Laurel Canyon Liquor, Laundry, and coming up on the house. And there's cameras everywhere. And he would watch, Morrison would watch, like I said, the crowd coming out of the country mart there, the store here, right here behind us. And, you know, girls with flowers and hippies. And while Morrison wasn't really into the hippie scene per se, he was more of a drinker. He was very inspired by it and wrote the song Love Street. And evidently, and this is the house, I think it was actually an apartment within the house, but I'm not 100% sure. What's interesting is, I thought there was a cultural landmark sign up here. Right across, literally right across from, right on Laurel Canyon, where Joni Mitchell and Graham Nash and David Crosby lived up in there, Neil Young for a while, the Eagles, Cass Elliot, John Phillips, a lot of rockers lived up in Laurel Canyon. Let's walk up a little further here. So, you know, we all know that Morrison and John and Ray Manzarek met in Venice, and went to UCLA and on Venice Beach. It's a very interesting little street here, and he was inspired to call it Love Street, based on the people, based on the vibe, and it's just a very interesting sort of woodsy little street here in Laurel Canyon, but still in the city, because 1 minute down the hill is Sunset Boulevard. So you go from city to canyon really quick. We've got a sign here that says turn around at the cul-de-sac only. It's much easier. Okay, that's what they want people to do. Come on. I don't think we're supposed to go there. Come on. Come on. All right, you want to go through here? I'll go through here. Okay, we're going to explore these homes. We're going to be back with you in a moment. These are beautiful here. I've never been back here. Private property. That says all we need to know. So I will not be back in a second. I'll stay with you. See? There you go. Maybe that sign is for people driving. I would not want to attempt these hills. And you know, that's, again, the thing with the hills. There's a lot of sun there. Let's try to go this way. The hills, in the Hollywood Hills, in Beverly Hills, in Bel Air, but mostly in the Hollywood Hills, they're very steep, very shallow. Okay, we're coming to the end again. No trespassing. Now, you know, 1967, it would probably be, hey, it's groovy. Anybody wants to come over? Come on by. Here's the end of the cul-de-sac. Here's somebody's house. And that's it. And you're looking up into the Hollywood Hills, up Laurel Canyon. That fence there. So, you know, great cactus there. Okay, let's go. So, I would venture to say that before my time, in the mid to late 60s, when this was really coming up. Look at the view there. It's the hills. The mid to late 60s, when rock music was really forming, coming out of folk rock and R&B and so forth, and coming to Los Angeles, which became kind of the hub, the nexus for it. This Laurel Canyon must have been very quiet. I don't know what Laurel Canyon and the other canyons, Benedict Canyon, Coldwater Canyon, were before the mid 60s. I guess just real quiet residential areas where movie stars lived. And I guess, you know, the music stars of the time, some of them. But pre-rock, it certainly had a different, pre-rock and roll, it certainly had a different vibe to it. Okay, we'll be back with you in a sec. So it is very interesting that Pam Curson really was a key player in Jim Morrison's life, probably the love of his life. I actually met Pam Miller, she was my neighbor for a while, named Pam DeBars now, and she wrote a book called I'm with the Band, and then other books too, but she was basically one of the world's most famous groupies and sometime girlfriend of Jim Morrison. And we did talk a little bit about Jim, and Pam Curson did meet Pam DeBars, Pam Miller from Reseda, and was, according to Pam, was jealous of her, you know, infatuation, seeming infatuation with Jim Morrison. But hey, everybody loved Jim Morrison, right? Unfortunately, Pam Curson is also dead, and I believe it was of a drug overdose, and I believe it wasn't all that long after Jim Morrison died of what I would certainly call suspicious circumstances in Paris. There's the house again. Oops, sorry for swinging around so fast. They're setting up for some kind of event, it looks like. Here. Anyway, so, oh, here's the plaque I was looking for. That's why there's a car in front of it. Let's see if we can read it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. The plaque is right behind the car, but it says Morrison House, parking only, and then it says for the address. But they call it the Morrison House, so there it is. Inspired the song Love Street, for good reason. Okay, and here's the, I just want to say Country Mart, but the Country Mart is in Malibu. This is just, I guess, the Laurel Canyon Country Store or Canyon Store. I guess it's the Canyon Store. Now the problem is, it's going to be one way, and I'm going to have to drive about 3 miles before I can turn back around on Laurel Canyon, head back towards Hollywood. If I don't, I'll end up in the San Fernando Valley. And I was just up there yesterday filming Ice Cube's house, so I don't really want to go up there again. Okay, we'll get a little bit of the bougainvillea plants on the Morrison house from here, and we'll fade out there. So I'll say thanks everybody for watching and listening. My name is Ron. If you enjoy my channel, please give the channel likes. That is really where the channel starts to pick up steam. Please subscribe. We really would appreciate it. And if you do, please hit the little bell icon next to the subscribe button, and that will give you indications of when I post. And feel free to comment in the comments section. Okay, so that's it for today from the Love Street House, and we'll see you at the next location. Thank you, and bye-bye.